After 2 months of exploring northern Chile, it was time to head south. In this episode, we spend a week in Curacao, which is surrounded by some very impressive and active volcanoes. We explore Conguillio National Park, Lonquimay volcano, and do some epic drives. We start off with a visit to Conguillio National Reserve and Lonquimay volcano, which last erupted on Christmas Day in 1988, and the eruption lasted for 13 months. The road through the reserve is very narrow and sandy.
I love these driving adventures because everything here is so raw and untamed.
Wow.
Looks like it's getting worse.
That's really bad.
I'm not sure this is a good idea.
Definitely don't want to slide here.
Here we are. Yep.
We're sliding. So we are driving very close to a volcano here, and yes, they have made a road in the middle of a lava flow, which is quite eerie, and a volcano right next to us on the left. So that is the new crater that was created in 1988 during a Christmas Day eruption, and which is why it's called Crater Navidad, or Christmas crater. So far there hasn't been anywhere to stop on this road. It's not a very good quality gravel road, and there are no stopping places, but the view is beautiful, at least for driving around, so even if there isn't anywhere to stop. But we should be coming close to a viewpoint in 2.5 kilometers, hopefully. So today we are exploring what I think is called Malahualoelo. I'm not quite sure. Nature reserve. We have driven up to the volcano Lonquimay. Behind me is the volcano and also the crater Navidad, which erupted on Christmas Day in 1988, hence the name. It's quite eerie here. We are surrounded by lava fields, and as we were driving about 11 kilometers on this road, it was all just lava fields. Quite an eerie feeling here. This is such a beautiful place, and it's definitely worth a drive here. And we've only seen very few people here. When we arrived at this viewpoint, there was another family. They've left now, so we've got it all to ourselves. And on the road we had maybe 2 other cars that we passed, and that was about it. Definitely worth a visit. It is a stunning place. But another thing that this park is notable for are the monkey trees. So this reserve, as well as a couple of other national parks that are nearby, are protecting some of the last monkey tree forests in Chile. They used to be widespread throughout Chile, but because of deforestation and farming, they've been mainly destroyed. But driving here, we passed quite a few of monkey trees. It's incredible that there are still patches of snow around. It's January, so it's midsummer, and it's incredibly hot. That looks like another crater. This road is very interesting, terrifying. So there is a trail you can take up to the crater, and I think I can see somebody walking. I'm not sure where you stop the car. That person walking just stopped the car right in the middle of the road. Okay, interesting idea. That bridge looks in such a great condition. Should be fun. Oh God! There's a river down there. We made it. This is an awesome road.
Yep. Now it's leaving the road.
At the moment we are on a gravel road going still through the nature reserve, but outside of the entrance, and we're driving to Lonquimay town just to drive around the nature reserve. looks horrendous.
You got your music on? Awesome. Keep it on loud.
It says 12 ton maximum.
Julia, get out quick. 12 ton it said.
Well, we did it.
Oh, we've made it again.
We have.
We lived another bridge.
This road is getting worse. It's getting quite sandy here. And another one.
Will we survive this one? Oh no, oh no. We've tried it. Oh no, we haven't.
And the thing is, we're gonna have to take them on the way back.
I thought, doesn't this go round?
No. It's not looking great. Or feeling great. We are now deep into a forest and Michael is determined to keep on driving.
That's right, blame me.
Julia is terrified of this road. It is a bit sketchy at times.
It's a real off-roader.
So this looks really sketchy, and we've also just noticed that there's a gate across the road. This was the end of the road and we have to turn back. Look at the back of this car. It is absolutely caked in sand.
Did we make a wrong turning somewhere? Seems to be a sign for Alaska.
Okay, now this is a big wooden bridge. The river is down there. There's another one. I think we are about to enter the longest tunnel in South America, which is just under 5 kilometers long, so nowhere near as long as the ones in Norway and Mont Blanc in Italy. It is in fact the second longest tunnel in South America and the longest in Chile. Los Raicas tunnel is 4.6 kilometers long, one-way traffic toll tunnel. On average, 450 vehicles go through it daily. The traffic is controlled with traffic lights. And that's it. We're through.
There we go.
We are in Curacautin or something like that. How we found this place, I don't know. The instructions were probably one of the worst we've ever had. It was just a point on the Google Maps and with a line and an arrow, but there were, once we got to this point, there were loads of roads and roads splitting and yeah, lots of houses, so I have no idea how we actually managed to find it. I was just following my intuition there and it worked.
When you see a field on your left, turn in there and just keep going, even though it looks like you're just driving into nowhere.
Those should have been our instructions.
Absolutely nuts, man.
And we've got a washing machine, yay! That is exciting.
I mean, like it's that exciting when you...
It's not just the beautiful views that we care about, it's also the washing machine. Michael's made a pie, so we can have that for dinner. The reality of uploading a video, we don't have any Wi-Fi at our cabin and our data doesn't really work there either. It's very patchy and not strong enough to upload anything. So when Michael and Julia went to the shops, I sat in the car park uploading because in the town the data works very well. And now we're just sat at a random street somewhere in the town nearby to finish all the uploading. The plan for today was to go and explore Tolhuaco National Park, which does look beautiful, but unfortunately we are now 10 kilometers away from it and the road has turned really bad, and we just met another couple that stopped our car and they said don't go any further, it is really terrible condition and you can't pass. So that's a shame. I guess they want you to go to this national park from the main road, so from Route 5, which is the Pan-American Express. But it's a shame you can't get there from the other side. There is a road leading to it, it's just not maintained, which unfortunately seems to be the case in quite a few areas of Chile, especially to national parks. The frustrating thing is we're so close.
Yep.
So instead now we have stopped at the side of the road and we're going to have our lunch. We brought lunch with us, so at least it's been a beautiful drive, if nothing else. There's like a ravine or a canyon here at the side of the road. We've just come to Conguillo National Park, and it is a very well-known park, this. It was even in our national parks on Disney that Barack Obama presented when he was talking about Chile and Patagonia. We have just come to one of its viewpoints, and in theory we're still in the national park, and in theory we still should have a ticket, but there's no gates here, so the gates are further on. And so you can still come here and have a look at this viewpoint, which is the viewpoint of Lima volcano and the lava field that was coming off it. Lima volcano is one of the most active volcanoes in Chile. Its last major eruption was in 1994, but there have been several small eruptions since, including January 1st, 2008 eruption, when the volcano released a 3,000-meter high smoke column and hundreds of people were evacuated. And April 5th, 2009, when Lima released pyroclastic flows, ash and lava. You can even see trees inside the lava flow, so they must have destroyed all of these trees. And it's a shame there's a few bits of rubbish there. Yeah. That's the viewpoint, but there's even some lava on the other side of the road. So they must have created this road after the lava eruption. I'm just trying to buy park tickets for Conguillo National Park, but it's just not loading it. And also, what annoys me is that they want all of this information about you. Your passport details, date of birth, phone number, email, do you belong to an ethnic group, name of your ethnicity, and so on. And look at this. The site is not secured, and it's an HTML site. So that means anybody can read all of these details that they want to put in. And that is the CONAF, which is the Chilean national park system. So I had read online that a lot of really bad reviews about Conguillo National Park, that it's not maintained, that the roads are really bad. And the park itself actually said that you can't drive through the whole park. If you're coming from the north, which is where we are, you can only drive for 3 kilometers, and then you have to walk. Which is insane because the park is huge. But as we were in the area yesterday, Michael said, why don't we just drive and ask them what's the situation? And do you actually, can you drive it, can you not drive it? And we did, and they said it's actually perfectly fine, and we are able to, the road is fine to drive in a normal car. So we'll see if that's true, but we're going to try and go to the Conguillo National Park today. The problem is that you have to buy tickets online, and their site isn't working. There are so many wasps flying around. There are 2 wasp nests in this house. So I'm just keeping an eye on them because I don't want any landing on me. Yes, this house is infested with wasps and termites, but that's another story. We're going to try and drive. They do sell about 100 tickets at the gates for every day. So if they haven't sold them yet, hopefully we'll get in, but we'll see. So these are the wasp nests. And there's one there. And there's 2 there. We've absolutely been loving this house. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous place. It's very comfortable. It has everything we need. But yesterday was our 5th night, and as we were going to sleep, we noticed a load of termites crawling up on the walls, the floor, everywhere. So we must have killed about 300 of them, maybe more, and captured a few as well. So it's just never ending. Every place we stay in Chile has something wrong. Some kind of an issue. So it just never ends. Here's a few dead ones, but these were crawling around all of our walls and floor and everything in their hundreds last night. Luckily at the tarantula place we bought these sprays, and so they kill them very quickly, so we just spray everything with this thing.
I'm going to potentially have termites on them now.
Yeah, there was a termite crawling on Michael's
I checked these
shirt.
clothes thoroughly before I put it on. I didn't just put it on.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, it is disgusting.
Oh, there's a termite on Michael's socks. This is the 2008 eruption zone. I think it was New Year's Day when it went bang. So we are in Conguillo National Park now. I tried to buy the tickets online, but the pages won't work. And also I really didn't want to enter all of our details and all of our information in an unsecure site. Because it said on there that you can buy 100 tickets at the place each morning, we thought we're just going to drive and see what we can do. See if we can buy the tickets there. If not, we'll just do something else for the day. But we got here. I tried to explain in my very broken Spanish that we can't buy the tickets. It was the same two people that we spoke to yesterday, and my non-existent Spanish and their non-existent English. Today we said we haven't been able to pay. Can we pay here? And he just goes, "Where are you from? How many of you? Go." So we got him for free. And he was the grumpy looking one as well. So that's one thing we really like about Chile are the Chileans. They are just the nicest people we have ever met. They
The word chill must have come from Chileans.
Yeah, it must have come from Chileans. So we're now going for a walk around Laguna something. But it has these petrified tree stumps, and quite a few of them as well. And I assume it happened because of a volcanic eruption. So either the ground sunk and flooded the forest, or I don't know, I'm not entirely sure. It's quite cool here. So we're going to go for a walk around the lake. It takes about an hour, somebody told us, and should be good fun. And also we just met a couple from Switzerland and a couple from Netherlands, and they also got in for free. So they also tried to pay online, but it just won't work. The website doesn't work very well here, so maybe not, or at least not for foreign payment methods. So maybe that's why. So the park rangers are probably very much used to foreigners struggling to pay, so they just go in. Which is nice. Quite muddy now ahead.
Yeah, this is really muddy. Okay, you're going to have to step into that. Step there.
This is a really nice walk because even though the day is really hot, we are very sheltered from the sun by the trees. So it's really nice and shaded. This is a really beautiful 2.5 kilometer walk, and we have seen lots of lizards on this trail, and they don't seem to be worried about humans. One ran across my feet and I nearly kicked it by accident. So yeah, they're completely unworried about humans.
You should see a tarantula.
I do love the smell of decaying wood. It just smells so good.
Hello. I wonder what's past the ducks.
All this lava field behind me came out of the 2008 New Year's Day eruption, and this is also the danger zone in case of future eruptions. So if an eruption of Lima volcano occurs again, this might be where the lava flows. So the road after the lagoon is for 4x4s only, but we're giving it a go. because well, the park ranger said it was perfectly fine for cars, but the car's not really wanting to go up it, so I won't call it fine. But Michael likes taking cars up 4x4 road. And the thing is, there are just no passing places.
Nope, there's nothing.
I mean,
it's got big walls either side,
yeah.
so...
It's been about 7 kilometers that we've driven. We haven't come across another car, luckily, yet.
I mean, look at it. It's just over the width of a car. What are you supposed to do? Yeah, if this was busy, this would be a nightmare with cars coming backwards and forwards on it.
Mm-hmm. Certainly couldn't fit 500 people the way that they said that you could in this park. Either the sign has fallen down or the chances of forest fire is more than extreme. Because the Tourism Information Centre and therefore the bathrooms are closed for another 10 minutes, we are now going on a very short 20-minute walk. There are lots of information signs, but unfortunately they're all in Spanish, so we can't work any of that out.
They really do cut out all the...
So what we think we worked out from one of these information signs is that if the forest burns down after a devastating fire, it takes about 300 to 400 years for it to regrow. But if a volcano erupts and its lava covers the ground, it takes about 2,000 years for a forest to grow in that area. So yeah, it's a long time. At the moment, the danger of a forest fire is at extreme level. So this is what a young monkey tree looks like. This trail has quite a gradient. That's why this 0.8 kilometer trail takes 45 minutes to complete. Oh, I'm knackered. Yeah, this is a lot more sandy this way.
Yeah, this road's just narrow and bad.
We then drove on through the park, stopping at a few quick viewpoints. You can see where the lava went and then stopped. We left the Conguillo National Park and we're now taking a very long 3-hour plus road along gravel roads in terrible condition back round to our Airbnb. But we just stopped at a very nice lady who was selling some bread at the side of the road. So we got that for 2,500 pesos. It's a big chunk of bread.
Big chunk of bread.
Big chunk of bread. So we're going to try that out.
Give it a try out.
I'll break you a piece.
Okay, that's yes.
This is our dinner. So
yeah, nice big chunk of bread.
Yeah.
This is the main road.
Yep, this is the main road. Oh gosh, why is it tarred for like, what, 10, 20 meters?
So to just take a picture of that, an hour to do 37
kilometers.
Yes. Well, they are good fun though, just as long as the car stays in one piece.
Okay.
Taking us again. Oh gosh.
Gorgeous like this.
Yeah.
And it's not a touristy area. Not judging by the road anyway. In this town, they put these wooden signs up to tell you whether the road is one way or not and whether you can enter a road. If the sign points to the left, you can't drive straight on or right. I assume so, because we've been flashed and turns out we were going the wrong way. They don't put any no entry signs or anything else that's sensible. We started today by getting wow SIM card because Intel isn't working in this area. So we have no Wi-Fi, which is useful to have. So we bought that this morning, and now we are at Salto del Indio, which is a waterfall. We've just been up and down. It's quite a few steps up and down, so I'm now huffing and puffing and boiling hot. But the waterfall was really beautiful. It said on Google Maps reviews that it's free entrance. It's not anymore. It's now 2,000 pesos per adult and 1,000 pesos for a under 12-year-old child.
Blue dew, blue moon, kind of mysterious shade of the sun, I'm not really into. Do you need to fix it?
It was then time to say bye to the termite house and head off for a short trip to Argentina. Until next time!